Let's talk about New South Wales 190 invitation rounds. So New South Wales has conducted 2 invitation rounds so far. So the first one was done on the 20th of October, and then they did one recently on the 2nd of November. So looking at this, looks like they are doing fortnightly. So if they keep the same gap, then the next invitation round can be expected on the 15th or the 16th of November. So they did mention when they reopened that they will be prioritizing certain sectors. So these sectors are education, health, infrastructure, and ICT occupations. And the invitations that we have seen so far are for teachers. I have also seen invitations for ICT professionals like software engineers sitting at 100 points, like somebody sitting at really high points. I have seen invitations, of course, for registered nurses, medical practitioners, like health-related occupations. And I have seen invitations for mining engineers as well, for urban and regional planners, which fall under the infrastructure sector. So far they are sticking to their priority sector, and they are inviting applicants who fall under these priority sectors only. So they have been allocated 2,650 seats for 190 visa and 1,500 seats for the 491 visa. So New South Wales is not a state which carries forward the nomination application. So they usually try and finalize all the nomination applications within the financial year. So they do have these many seats this year. So 2,650 for the 190 and 1,500 for the 491. It does not look like that the invitations that they have done so far were very big, but we do not have any information on the exact number of applicants that were invited under these occupations, because I only have the data available which is within our company with our own clients. So if you are somebody who got invited, if you don't mind putting it in the comments with your occupation and the points, and if you're offshore or onshore applicant, that will actually really help a lot of people who are waiting for the invitation from New South Wales. So once New South Wales has invited people under the priority sector, so for a 190 visa, you need to be residing for a minimum of 6 months in New South Wales if you are applying under the onshore category, and if you're offshore, you need to be residing offshore from last 6 months as well. Now they do look at all the other information as well, not just the points. So they will look at your work experience, they will look at your English points, they will look at your employment, age, and things like that before they send you the invitation. So of course, applicants who have been invited, most of them were the ones who were actually working in their nominated occupation and who had high points. But so far we've only had 2 invitation rounds, and they do have 2,650 seats available for this financial year. So we can expect few more rounds, but we are not sure if we can expect invitations for non-priority occupations as yet. Maybe towards the end of the financial year, when they will look at the number of seats available and the number of applicants they have invited already, if they still have some quota left, or who knows, if they get more seats from Department of Home Affairs, which we are not sure on, it may not happen, then they may send invitations to some non-priority sectors as well. So with the trade, if you're somebody who has a trade occupation, we are unsure if they will invite trade occupations, because it is not falling in the priority sector. Even hospitality is not the priority sector. So chefs, cooks, you are not in the priority sector, and even other trade occupations are not in the priority sector. Other thing we have noticed with New South Wales is for the 190 invitations, they have invited offshore applicants as well for their priority occupations. So as long as you're falling under the priority sector, they are inviting offshore applicants, and we have seen invitations at a minimum of 65 points as well, especially for teachers and health sector. Not for IT as yet, not for engineers as yet, but for education, like for teachers and health sectors, we have seen invitations with low points as well. Now, other thing that I've noticed is that they are very fast. So New South Wales has always been very fast. Whenever you apply with them, when you get the pre-invitation, you apply with them, for the nomination. They are very quick at responding, but this time they are like super quick. I have seen approvals in like a couple of hours as well. It's sometimes even less than that. So they are very quick at the moment. If your documents are applied correctly, it's a decision ready nomination application, then no issues getting your approval and even the invitation from the Skill Select very quickly from New South Wales. So make sure that when if you're expecting a pre-invitation, especially if you fall under the priority sector, make sure that all your documents are ready. Also, another thing with New South Wales is that they do not renominate. Let's say for whatever reason your nomination is refused, they do not renominate. So don't take that risk. If this is something you're doing for the first time, you don't feel confident, make sure that you do take professional help with applying for New South Wales nomination. Other thing be careful about is your employment points. So New South Wales is the only state which has a problem with how you claim your employment points. So you need to claim your points from the deemed date. So for example, VET has assessed you deemed in July 2021. So you can only claim employment points after July 2021. Let's say ACS has assessed you as deemed July 2021 and have absorbed all the experience prior to that, then you can only claim points after that date. So make sure that you are aware of this criteria from New South Wales, and they are very strict about it. So they don't give you a second chance. Let's say you have claimed your employment points incorrectly, they will refuse your nomination application, and you may never get the opportunity to reapply with them. So this is for the 190. Now for the 491, if you will go and look at their website, they have mentioned they still have all the criteria, but they're saying that this criteria is for last year, and they will update soon about the criteria for this financial year for the 491. So far it's 8th of November. So far there is nothing which they have updated. Now looking at what they're doing with the 190, there are two options. There could be like there are two probabilities. The first one is that they will have similar criteria, that they will invite only the priority sectors, or they could think, okay, we are already inviting people in the priority sector for 190, let's focus on other occupations for the 491. So that could also happen. So people who are currently in New South Wales, I would say don't lose heart as yet, because if you don't have a chance for 190, you may have a chance for 491. They do have 1,500 seats for the 491, and if you remember, like last year, pretty much everybody got invited. So some people who did not get invited was maybe they had expired scores, or they were still waiting for skills assessments or things like that. So the number of applications are also low if I compare it to last year. This is because a lot of people got invited last year. But in saying that, states are also focusing on offshore applicants as well. So you are competing with offshore applicants who have got maybe 10 years of work experience in their nominated occupation. So things like that. So if you do need any help with the New South Wales 190 491, you can get in touch with us. I will put the link to book a consultation with me or my team. We are waiting for the 491 criteria. So as soon as the criteria is out, we will update. So make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, our TikTok channel, and our Facebook page. We usually post the results of our clients as well on our Facebook page. Whenever they receive the invitation, we try to post most of them. And we also keep doing live sessions, and I also make short form and long form videos as well on YouTube and TikTok channel. So make sure that you are subscribing to our channels on all social media so that we can keep you updated. And if you have any questions, or you would like to speak to me on one-on-one, you can book a consultation with us. All the best to everybody who is waiting for the nomination for 190 or 491. Also, you never know, there could be a 189 invitation round as well happening soon, and those people who are not getting invited for 190 or 491, they could have a chance for 189, especially applicants with high points. So good luck to everyone, and I hope that everybody who is waiting will get invited this financial year.